Hey guys, this is Earl from Virginia, and thought I'd show you my bow stand I made for hunting seasons while going to the shooting range. I got tired of taking my bow, went at the shooting range and laying it in the grass, or having to carry it all the time in between rounds when you got to go pull your arrows out of the target. Been looking at Pinterest, the PVC stands. It just wasn't cutting it for me for some reason or another. I like the stands, but it just PVC just doesn't get it for me. So I had some 2x4, and what I ended up doing, I made a rough sketch about a week or so ago. I don't know if this will show up or not, but I made a rough sketch of what I wanted. Pretty much I stuck to the plans except for the base where I had a top plate. I was gonna put a top plate with a hole and then a bottom plate in there, but I ended up having a noodle, a swimming noodle, and I just cut the swimming noodle and then cut the back of it and stuck it down in the slot, and just because all I need is just something to hold the arrow so it doesn't go in the dirt. So I ended up using a piece of a noodle for the base plate. Other than that, I stuck to my plan. Pretty cool little stand. I think it's going to work out well for me. It's pretty stable. The base is actually 20 inches long by 14 wide. That's the OD dimensions. And then the top trays for the arrows are 6 inches long, and I just basically put a 2x4 at the end and stepped it in enough so it wouldn't interfere down here. So I just put a blank piece of 2x4 there and then made a 2-inch drill hole for my arrows. That's all you need. Nothing super. I don't know if you can see it or not. I was looking around. I had some junk brackets laying around. I don't even know what they were for, but they worked out well. So all it is those 4 screws and that little bracket holding that on. It's just a cedar plank. Doesn't weigh anything. But I got the 2 hangers are actually ladder hangers, and the magnetic strip. It's an 18-inch magnetic strip. Let's see there. Got it from Harbor Freight along with the 2 hangers. I think they were $9.45 altogether. But I kind of like the magnetic strip in a way. Always got spray paint. I got to usually carry a ruler and a wrench for adjusting my sights and my bow. And I had some foam left over for, I think it's pipe insulation. I just wrapped that on the top to buffer so I don't hurt my gears any. A lot of guys use that on the PVC pipes too. Works well. Enough cushion there that you're not going to hurt anything on your bow. But it works well. It's a good 2-bow hanger. I can hold some of my instruments or tools or accessories or whatever you want to call it. I also took Pinterest. They had a DIY camera mount. Basically, it's just using a screw, eye bolt screw, and an eye bolt bolt. This is a 1/4 inch. That one I think is a metric, but I just grabbed it based on the size there, and you use a 3/8 inch nut about 1 inch wide, and 3 washers, and just a little, 2 nuts, or actually 1 nut because it's actually a bolt, 3/8 inch bolt. 1, 2, 3 washers and a nut, and then the eye bolt screw and the eye bolt bolt. Oh, and also a wing nut, 1/4 inch wing nut to hold the camera. Does well. You can pivot the camera like that. You can turn it some like that, making adjustments with the wing nut. Works very well. I'm going to use it for hunting too. Screw into the tree. I also have an arrow puller. It's a cheap one, but if you're ever going to get your arrows out of the target, it's the ones that go in pretty deep are pretty hard to get out sometimes and burn your hands or whatever, or just make it awkward. And this little arrow gripper works pretty well. It's just like the neoprene. Picked it up, I believe, at Walmart. This particular brand is a Galen. They come in all different colors: yellow, green, fluorescent orange, white, whatever. It worked out well, and I thought I'd use it. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't even think I'm going to stain it. I was going to stain it or paint it. I might do that down the line if I want it to last forever. Everything's screwed together. That way if something breaks or something rots or gets old, I can replace it, so it's not like it's nailed. And the only thing holding the upright is actually that 3/8 inch bolt, and the upright goes into a built-in socket. There's no bottom, and just 2 uprights. I think they were, if I remember right, 8 inches long, somewhere in there. I think they were about 8 inches tall. 7 or 8, I can't remember which, but I knew this 14 I'm sorry, 20 inches long, 14 wide. Those are OD. Trays are 6 inches wide, and the upright was 46 inches. So, hope you all like it. I think I'm gonna get a lot of good use out of it. Me and my brother shoot occasionally, so I got enough for 2 bows, and I got another friend who might join our club, and they just actually put $1,000 allocation into our archery range this past Wednesday night. So they're gonna set up 4 lanes with built-in permanent boxes, hanging boxes I think, or suspended boxes for the blocks, and we're gonna set up permanent markers for the distances. I think right now 10, 20, 30, 40, because there's a road at the 40 yard mark. So I'm gonna take this to the range and hopefully use it. Been talking a little long. Just thought I'd share what I got. It's alternative to PVC stick. It was one 8-foot stick of 2x4 and a third of another. I had 3 of them laying around, so it worked fine. So basically the wood was free, and I had the scraps for the others. So the only thing I paid for was the bolt, the 2 ladder hangers, and the magnetic strip. You don't need a magnetic strip. And I had cup holders. Used a cup holder there. I have them laying around. Most of the stuff I just have laying around. Alright guys, enjoy. Have a good day. Hope you like my stand. Maybe to give you some thoughts as well. This is Earl from Virginia. Have a great day. Happy hunting.